Hello, welcome to a new video. Merlin is telling me I need to take him for a walk around the field, so this will be a quick introduction. It's just a studio vlog, I'm going to call it, because there's a whole mix of bits and bobs. We've got some Inktense, my new Inktense pencils I swatch. I also swatch all my Brusho powders and some Brusho acrylic sprays and just bits and bobs going on. So I hope you enjoy watching this little catch up. I'm getting there. I'm actually getting there. Okay, isn't this a beautiful page of delightful colours? I should say this is Whatman's 100% cotton watercolour paper, smooth, but here are my other Inktense pencils that I've tested in the past, and so I thought I'd add them here. Inktense blocks, but back to the task in hand. I think I chose well. I am so pleased. Yeah, the red is a nice bright red. I was worried that it wouldn't be. I don't think any of the other Inktense reds were like that, so I'm pleased with that. And the other orange wasn't, and that from the edge I thought it might be sort of quite a dusky orange, but no, it's just an ordinary bright orange. That's fine. Actually, in this light that doesn't look that different. I thought it was going to be a pale sort of limey green, but it's not. It is a nice, it says spring green, and it's just a nice green actually. It's quite a natural looking green, I think. The Malibu, pretty. Oh my gosh, I love this. What was that one called? Green aquamarine, beautiful. Got a lot of pigment down for your deep violet. That was good. And I'm really glad I got both of these. So that is dark mink and storm dust. I do like the greys, and it's always nice to have extra grey to tone in with the others because they are bright. I don't tend to do very bright colours, so I might mix them up with one of those two. Very, very happy. And now I get to put them in order in my tin. Just thought I'd bring you along for a little unboxing. I've never seen like multicoloured ones of these before. They look like sweets, but they're a blooming pain. I'll have to save these for next time I'm kitten sitting. I'm sure she'd love to play with them. So of course this is another eBay purchase, and I didn't know that this product existed. So I was quite delighted to discover these, and they're quite hard to get hold of. Well, they're sold by the official company. But I don't think I saw them anywhere else. So these are from the brand Brusho, which I have used the pigment powder from Brusho, but I didn't know they did these, which are acrylic mist sprays. And I did check, they are light fast colours. I am so excited to use them. So they're not completely full. Looking at that, oh, that colour looks beautiful. Sea green, violet, and we've got some shimmers as well. I mean, that just looks beautiful. I don't know if that's coming across. I can't wait to test these out. I've got lemon, shimmer copper. Oh, look at that. Shimmer gold, shimmer bronze, which looks remarkably similar to shimmer gold. Oh no, you can sort of see at the bottom that they are marginally different. Scarlet. Charcoal, shimmer turquoise, oh nice one for the sea, shimmer silver pearl, oh not a lot left in that bottle, and turquoise. So there we are, all colours that I'm likely to use. I do love the sprays, as you know, if you've been watching my recent videos about the sprays, you'll know that. And I just didn't know that you could get them designed to be like this. So yeah, I'm looking forward to trying these out, and I will of course show you. Okay, I thought I was going to wait till tomorrow, but actually I had 20 minutes, so I thought this is perfect. So yeah, it's a bit of a mess, unfortunately. The sea green just went everywhere. There was no controlling that whatsoever. Yeah, it's interesting. Scarlet I always think of as a really bright red, but that's quite a brick red, you know, it's almost terracotta-y, but I like it. The lemon was very bright, would be a good one for like sun shining through trees. Sea green, I liked that colour a lot. They really varied with how they blended with water. That sea green blended beautifully, but not many others did. Some nice colours. They're drying quite matte, considering that I don't use acrylic generally because I don't like the shininess. So I'm very pleased with these. These are nice and matte. Yeah, I like those a lot. I will probably look to see if I can find other colours in these. I do like these a lot. And these are the shimmers, which haven't fully dried yet. Let me sort of twist them around and see if they'll show the shimmeriness. Yeah, I'm quite impressed with that shininess. I like that. The copper is a beautiful pink colour. Beautiful. I can see myself using that a lot. And actually the silver pearl is very pretty. It's a very fairy tale-y sort of shimmer. Love it. Yes, very pleased. So today I'm going to continue my swatches because I just felt like I needed something to get me into the day before I get going on my painting. And I've got Colourcraft Brusho Crystal Colour. So these are like pigment powders basically. Some of them are mixed, they've got different colours within them. But I've really enjoyed doing them, but sometimes I get them on my painting and it was not the colour I was expecting it to be. So I thought it was probably about time I did some swatches, and so that I have a reference. So here we go, I'm just going to do that now. So I've just got them all out and I've pierced the lid with a hole in the middle with a drawing pin, just to give me a little more control over the amount of powder that comes out. Otherwise you've got to dip in a dry brush and tap it, and it gets a bit messy and a bit wasteful because you end up then washing away half of it. If you can, get those ones that stick out. I could only find flat ones, which still make it a bit tricky to get in and out. Thumbtacks, I do believe you call these across the pond. We call them drawing pins. Oh, well, I'm really glad I've done that. That's going to be so useful. Why have I waited this long? I do not know. Yeah, really pleased. That was worthwhile doing. Very interesting. Both greens, the leaf green and the emerald green, they're just made out of blue and yellow powders. If you look, there isn't really green in there, it's just the way they've mixed. Yeah, it's interesting to see how much pigment you get off all of them as well. That varies a lot. The turquoise and the dark brown, full of pigment, and the scarlet. Some of the others not very much at all here. Yeah, the black is made up of like a brown, a blue, maybe just brown and blue, and you have to sort of mix it to make it look at all black. Worthwhile, very worthwhile. Also, when things aren't quite the way around you expect, I thought scarlet was going to be a cooler red and brilliant red would be a warmer red, but it's the other way around. The brilliant red has definitely got more of a cool tone to it. That's definitely more pinky, you know, with a hint of blue in there, and the scarlet is much more of a warm red. So again, worth doing. I wouldn't have put them that way around. Very useful to know what you're going to get. So there we go. Hello everyone. Oh, a bit zoomed in. Does that matter? Oh, actually I'll leave it zoomed in because then you'll be able to see what I've got. A big do not bend. So this is a bit exciting. So satisfying. I've got in here my certificate from completing the mastery program. So I did receive one at the actual graduation ceremony, but the printing was off, so it was just a sort of stand-in, and this is the real deal. There we are. Congratulations, graduate. Shall I read it out? Certificate of completion. I wish it was something better than certificate of completion. I mean, I know it's not a degree, and I know it's not any particularly official qualification or anything, but certificate of completion, I mean, could they not call it something just a bit with a bit more gravitas? Anyone can get a certificate of completion for doing anything online. It just feels a bit, I feel like it should be a bit bigger than that. Little whinge there. I want to feel more important. Recognition of completion of Milan Art Institute's Mastery Program. Helen Hobden. You are a world changer, a pioneer and an ambassador of beauty. You have persevered and held fast to your dreams. You have danced with your destiny and gazed into the face of the future. Now go forth with love, passion and purpose. Don't ever give up or think too small of yourself. You have magnificence inside of you waiting to be captured into your brush. Grab hold of that divine hand and release your art that will illuminate the hearts of men and women. Shine your art and change the world. And then there's Dimitra's and Ellie's signatures to Milan Art Institute. And there we are. I have to say, reading that reminds me of Ellie's speech at the graduation ceremony. She's such a good speaker. And by the way, I am now an ambassador of the Mastery Program. And so if you have any questions about it, do let me know. I'll put a link below if you are interested in having a go at not having a go, that's far too flimsy, at taking the Mastery Program. It is a commitment, so that's something to consider. But they also do much smaller courses like 3-day workshops and that sort of thing, and workshops as well that take about 2 to 3 hours. They are really good. And you just sort of paint along with them and they answer all your questions and things like that. So I can let you know links for those as well if you're interested. And I may get like an affiliate thank you, just a small amount of money, but it doesn't cost you anything extra. So if you enjoy my content, if you like my videos, I would really appreciate it if you used my link to go and join up, because it would just be like a thank you that doesn't cost you anything, and I would really appreciate it. It'd be very handy. Thank you. Okay, I'll just say goodbye for now. That's that. It came in the post, so I thought I would just share this little bit with you. Bye for now. New notebooks. So I'm sort of hiding behind them because I'm not really feeling camera confident today. So let's go to a close-up. So this is a new brand I haven't tried before, Shoy. And so I've got no idea how good quality they are, but a lot of the books that I used to buy from Amazon just aren't there anymore, or they're just not the same sort of quality. I'll give you a quick example. The quality of the paper is good. The size of this one is not much of a difference, but it was enough for me to notice that as I'm writing in this book, it just felt narrow, it felt small. So this is my art book. I only started it, have I written a date? June this year. So it hasn't lasted long. Oh, literally a few pages left. But I am on a roll with ideas at the moment that I'm writing down in my art book. So I thought I'd better quickly order a couple more. Unfortunately, the packs of 2 come with black, which I'm not keen on. Maybe try covering it, I don't know if I can be bothered. It's actually quite a nice feel. So the first thing I shall do is go to the back and test my pens. It feels very, very smooth. It might be too smooth for some of my pens, which bleed a lot on smooth paper. But one of the reasons why I got this, I find numbered pages so useful, because then I can do like a bullet journal, write a contents, write collections of thoughts. So for example, let's say I've got ideas for future pieces of art. They'll be scattered randomly through the book, but at the beginning I can do like a contents topic and write the list of pages that have future ideas for art, and then I can quickly find them. So I find that really useful. Saves me numbering all the pages as I go along, because I never remember and then I end up having to do a load and it's boring. So yeah, numbered pages, numbered lined pages I found really hard to find. So let's give all my pens, not all my pens actually, if you've been around a while you know I have a little fountain pen collection. I've done unboxings of most of them, not all of them, but I have 4 very nice fountain pens with very nice narrow nibs, fine nibs I should say, not narrow or even extra fine. I do have a couple more in here, but This one's a bit heavy and the nib is too wide. This one is beautiful, it's Van Gogh inspired, but it's too heavy for writing streams of thought, you know, that I want to get done quickly. So I use this for my lists. These 4 are all good for like when I want to write quickly, but it's actually really surprising how much they vary on different kinds of paper. Well, all of those pens, all 4 pens work really well on this page. So my initial review is that this brand, Shoy, very much recommended. I really like this paper, I like this cover. The pages are 100 GSM, so not my thickest. It doesn't bleed through, but holding up to the light like that, you can kind of see it. You can kind of see it, but that is not enough to distract me. Yeah, I'd prefer a little bit thicker, but that's fine. And I'm looking forward to filling this with my new notes about art. So I've been using Brusho in my work recently, and I thought I would go online, see if there were any sales on eBay where I could get some, because it's not easily buyable. It's not easily available. I couldn't find anything other than the standard kit on Amazon, I think, if I remember rightly. And I found someone selling some more on eBay, and I picked up a bargain. So I got all of these, and you can sort of see which were mine. Mine are the clean ones here, and all of these and these. Now these are the duplicates, these are the ones I have already. So I'm going to carry on using my own, just because these are a bit grimy. And then there's some new colours to try. So I'm going to carry on with my swatches, because you have no idea what colours these are actually going to be until they get on the page. So that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, so this person has got nails, I think, in the top. So these are much bigger holes, so I'm going to have to be very careful when tapping them out. Plus they are messy. And then he's used cotton buds in these ones, which are called SprinkleIt. You're going to sprinkle them over the top of your other colours, and then using a spray mister bottle, spritz with water to create sparkling and shimmering effects. I suspect these are your average, ordinary mica powders, but I will try them to see. Okay, well there we are. There are definite downsides to buying a bargain. My hands are absolutely filthy. I've just washed them and they're still stained, which is supposed to be good. That means that doesn't come off the paper. I tipped out far too much here, and perhaps here and here as well. Anyway, it's nice to have some more colours, and I prefer it when you can see more of a texture, like on the brown and the grey. Brown, and then there was a white, which did actually make my paintbrush quite white, so I'm guessing that could just make any of these a bit paler. Very happy to have some more colours to choose from for sure. Right, I'll do the metallics another day because I haven't got much longer, and I do want to get started on my next painting. I just wanted to do this first because, yeah, chances are I'll want to use some of the Brusho in my next painting. Oh, there he is. That's better, isn't it? You want a bit of Merlin. Everyone wants a bit of Merlin in the video. So I hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your comments. Yes, all right. We'll take you around the field now. And I will see you again soon. Do share the link with your friends if you enjoy this channel. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks very much. Take care. Bye.